Hey guys, let's see with another fragrance review. So today it's another classic. It's Brut by Faberge, Faberge, released in 1964. So this one doesn't really need much of an explanation. It's a classic, it's well known, it's a true masculine cheap cologne. Something Rocky would wear, Rocky Balboa, like my cologne, it's cost $5, you know, $5 for this stuff. So as you can see, I've got this one I got a few years back. It's the original sort of eau de toilette classic bottle with the medallion on it. So let's have a look at this bottle. Let's get started. So I did buy this in Tesco's for like £7 a few years back. So we get Brut for Men, Brut Parfums Prestige, Paris 1965. Although this is listed as 1964 online, which is strange. Brut for Men, eau de toilette for men. I don't see why it has to say for men because, well, it's as manly as it gets. A number on there, and we have some information. Not non-aerosol pump spray, push button up and down for fully measured spray, just in case you're a fucking moron. And we've got the 100ml on the bottom there. So yeah, let's get started. How's the sprayer in this one? Lid's a bit of a weird thing, but sprayer's a bit of it's a really awkward bottle to hold. You need to sort of hold it like that. Sprayer's not too bad, but it's also not the best. Feels a bit cheap, but for £7, I'm not complaining. So yeah, how's this one smell? Like talcum powder, like baby wipes talcum powder, but sort of almost pongy. Yes, it's sort of pongy, if that makes sense. I mean, it's classic cologne, you know. Days, you know, when that would last you all day, that couple of slaps. It's got a sort of talcum powder vibe. Pongy talcum powder, like I just imagine a guy at a gym changing room in like the 70s. You know, he's been out washed, he's put talc on himself. That's the first I think of, as a clean guy. He's been working out at the gym, goes to change room, has a shower, splashes some talc on, comes out, you know, built like a tank. It's the first thing I think of. But the thing is, it's got a bit of a masculine tone to it. You think baby wipes talcum powder, that's poofy, but it's not. It's actually really masculine. It's really nice. This one you think is super macho, but it's actually not that offensive, believe it or not. In fact, I got a few compliments on this one. I remember I brought this to college and I sprayed it on and everyone was like, oh, it's quite nice. And we're talking guys that are like in their teens, and I was like, damn, oh, it smells like talcum powder, it's quite pleasing. And I was like, you're 19, you weigh 1 million. You complimented this? Damn. My mother also loves this one, and this, just to start, is actually the absolute definition of how people like to smell the price and not the actual cologne. For example, I wore this, my mum was like, oh, that smells amazing, and I said, yeah, it's a new Chanel, it's called Desire for Men, totally not stolen from Family Guy, and she was like, oh, it's really nice, I can tell it's Chanel, blah blah blah. I wore this same cologne, she's like, what's that? I was like, oh, it's Brut, oh, cheap Brut's pongy, that's okay. So it suddenly went from really nice to okay, because I listed the difference in price and brand. So when I told it was Chanel, oh, it's really nice, you see. And that's happened a few times with people with this one in particular. Dracar Noir is another one that suffers from that. So yeah. So performance of this one. How's this one last? Not the best performance. This isn't the eau de cologne, it's the eau de toilette. It is a cologne spray. I think that the cologne spray has replaced this one. But I'm not sure how they've really done this. Some people say it's 80ml, others say it's 100. It's weird. I don't really trust her, considering it says 1965 and it's quite well documented it came out in 1964. So I'm not sure, we'll see. I think base notes listed at 65. I'm going to say 65 just because it's what I've got in the bottle. So yeah, performance in this one isn't really heavy. You're not going to expect beast mode with this, not at all. You'd think it would be, but it's not. So with this one, I get about 6 to 8 hours tops, roughly about 6 or 7 more like. Longevity projection. Projects okay, but moderately average. Average moderate for about an hour. Then it starts to die down, sit close to skin after that. So about an hour, hour and a half it projects average, and then it starts to sit closer to the skin, hovers above the skin and becomes a skin scent around about 2 hours, 33 hours in. So not too bad, but not the best. It's not the best performance out there. It's certainly better than some scents, which are instant skin scents. Gucci Pour Room too. But yeah. So for the price, can't complain. You can easily afford to put on more or carry the bottle with you if you want to. I personally wouldn't. I always fear this is going to get clipped off. It seems to be stuck on with a sticker. I'd hate for this to fall off, so it would ruin. It's a really nice chain. I really like this bottle. For the price, it's a really nice bottle. yeah, so not the best performance. Now, how many sprays with this one? I'm going to say 5 sprays, believe it or not. 4 to 5 sprays. Now, I would give this about half an hour before walking out the door with it, because that pongy vibe at the start can be a bit overpowering at first. Let it settle down a tad. Depends on the weather, obviously. But, so, 5 sprays are just for weather. Hotter weather less, colder weather more. I think this would work really well. And a cool evening after a hot day, like on holiday. In Spain, it's a cool evening, you're sitting after dinner having drinks. I think this would work really well in that situation. Cool evening, if you get linen trousers on, linen shirt, you know, all casual dressed, you know. Yeah, I think this would work really well for that. So moving on, age group, I'm going to say 35 and up. With this one, 35 and up age group, I wouldn't wear it at 16, I wouldn't wear it in your 20s. I'm 23 and I wear it. It's entirely up to you and how you feel, but I recommend 35 and up to play it safe. Season wise, where can you wear this? I think you can wear this in all seasons except summer. Spring, great. Summer, not so much, can be a bit cloying. Autumn and winter, fine, but again, the only thing that might kill this in autumn and winter is the performance. If it's rainy, windy, hail outside, it'll strip this off your skin like that. So, yeah. Spring seems to be a great time to wear this. Like most scents, it's a nice blend of not warm but not cold, it's just in between. So yeah, now situation wise, where can you wear this? Can you wear this to work? I'm going to say you can. Here's how you wear it to work. And that's you. No problemo. It's not going to be too heavy, like I said, give it 20 minutes, half an hour for walking out the door. And this can be quite pleasing. I think this will work really well in any workplace. If you're a white collar worker or a blue collar worker, you know, it doesn't matter if you work at McDonald's or you work in an office or you're a CEO. I think this will work well with casual or a polo shirt, you know, overalls, and also with a suit and tie. So yeah, on a date, could you wear this? Yes, you could. Again, it depends on who you're dating, if they're into scents and stuff. Back in the 60s, this would be perfect for a date. If you go easy on the sprays and give it the 20 minutes to get the ponginess away, I think it's work really nice for a date. It's quite pleasing, but again, like I said, if you're dating someone who likes guys that wear 1 million, only the brave, Armani Code, not the best option. But if you're dating someone who's into their scents, those that talk about similar fraghead, hell, a similar fraghead could probably recognise this. Or if you're into MILFs, if you're cougars sort of guy, yeah, this will work fine for that. Clubbing, nah, don't see it happening in the club. It's casual, but I just don't see it as a clubbing scent. That's just me. Can't imagine getting all hot and sweaty in the club. Casual wear, going out to the pub, going to McDonald's, leather jacket, jeans on, stuff like that. Perfect for that. Also formal wear, wearing a suit. I think this would complement a suit quite nicely actually. If you go easy on the sprays, once the ponginess dies down. I love that term, the ponginess. But it's quite pleasing. Really nice. I mean, I got away with passing this off to Chanel. So, you know, it's all about how you wear it. I'm going to be quite honest, I think it smells quite nice. And I think it would complement a suit quite well. So yeah, versatility with this one's actually fairly good because it's not really loud, it's not overly offensive, it's not a, you know, a patchouli bomb or anything like that, it's not a, you know, heavy tobacco scent or anything. It's actually, I mean, it's just talcum powder. Everyone loves the smell of talcum powder. It's pleasing, it reminds you of being a kid, you know. So yeah, that's my review of the classic from the 60s, Brut by Faberge. Brut 33, where would you be without Brut 33? Yeah, so good adverts as well. I highly recommend you look up the adverts for this on YouTube. They're fantastic. So yeah guys, thank you for watching my review of Brut. I hope you enjoyed it. And as you can see, it was accurate. None of this, it smells old man. Thanks for watching, subscribe, like, fuck off. But yeah. So anyway, any questions you have, leave them in the comments below. Send me a YouTube message. If you don't have a Google Plus account, you can contact me on Facebook. I'll get back to you with answers as soon as possible. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe if you enjoy the videos. Thank you to everyone who has. And as always, the most important part, keep on smelling fly.